started school back in 1972, there have been a wave of technological advances and influences in the classroom. Yet in many ways, today's classrooms are not all that different than what they looked like when I was there in 72. Certainly there have been significant changes in teaching and learning theory, but when it gets right down to it, we're not teaching kids all that much differently than when I was a kid. The obvious question is, well, why hasn't the classroom evolved with technology? First, and perhaps foremost, there has been and still is a fear of what technology means to the teaching profession. If we look at how technology has been applied to industry, it has always been about improving efficiencies, cutting costs, and ultimately removing people from the means of production. The fear is that those who are pushing the adoption of technology in the classroom want to apply the same model to education. If this be the case, it would mean that the role of teacher has been reduced to nothing more than that of a talking head, which instantly justifies replacing a teacher with a cost-effective piece of technology, resulting in the teacher being removed from the learning equation. To compound and give credence to this fear is the second reason for teacher resistance of technology. And it is the way innovation in educational technology is introduced to the world. Increasingly, the latest and greatest ed tech is revealed to us through marketing rather than any kind of pedagogical proving ground. People with marketing degrees working for the corporation selling this technology have now become the experts on what's best for teaching and learning. The latest gadget may have never seen the fluorescent lights of an average classroom, but if the flashy ad says it's good for learning, well, then it must be true. So then right out of the gate, what divides teachers and technology is a veil of distrust and suspicion. This leads us to the third issue that holds us back, and that is leadership. Who's driving the bus and where is this bus going? In many jurisdictions, the drive behind getting technology into the classroom is from the top down. There are very few frontline teachers who have been given leadership roles in determining how technology will be implemented. As a result, distrust of ed tech is endemic because implementation is out of the hands of the frontline educators who are expected to use it. Finally, there is the issue around professional development and teachers getting the training they need to become proficient with the technology they've been given or are expected to use. If the expectation is that teachers use technology in the classroom, comprehensive training has to be part of any implementation plan. Unfortunately, more often than not, this just doesn't happen. Learning to become proficient is left up to the individual teacher on their own time and on their own dime. The questions I'm left to ask is how we keep the fears from coming to fruition, and how do we provide the leadership and training needed so that technology in the classroom becomes a functional part of the learning landscape. It is here where I wish to focus my attention.